Hello, hello, hello. I am Alucard Night Raven, and welcome to my next review. And as you can see in front of us, it is the Transformers War for Cybertron Siege Thundercracker. And I was so excited getting this, and I have Starscream as well. I unfortunately do not have Skywarp. I missed out on that exclusive. Still hoping that sometime I find it, I'm able to get it or something. I'd really like to add that to my Siege and just complete the main three Seekers. You know, the ones we're almost always seeing together. But I thought it was so cool that we were getting their Tetrajet. I mean, we didn't really have the Tetrajet officially in a mainline before. So getting the Tetrajet in a mainline is an amazing plus. Now, take a good look at him here, and I've said it before. I actually do like the battle damage. It makes it look like they have been at war for millions of years. It makes it look like they, I mean, when are you gonna have time for a fresh coat of paint when you're always fighting your home planet? But you can see Decepticon symbol there. Decepticon symbol there. On the back, you can kind of see the bottom of his feet and his chest. But, I mean, it's not bad. I really like it. And, hold on, there we go. And then the bottom, you can see he's kind of scrunched up there. I mean, you can pretty much gather what's what just by looking at the bottom. And it's cool. I really do like it. I like the translucent yellow for the windshield or glass of the cockpit, whatever you want to call it. The thrusters look really good. I mean, he's got these three. He's got the two that are the bottom of his feet, which kind of hard to see, but there we go. And yeah. And one of the few things that I have an issue with this, you'll see when we get into transformation. But before that, let's talk about his coloring. So again, Thundercracker, so he's blue. And we've got the black here, some black here, and then he's got some red markings along the wings and the side. And, I mean, black and blue, that's pretty much Thundercracker. Especially the specific shade of blue. But I like it. It's awesome to get their Tetrajet. It's so cool to see their Tetrajet. So accessories, he comes with the two null rays, and they're looking pretty good. And there we go. Kind of like that there's a scope there. Now we've got a couple of options on storage. So we can either plug them in here if we like, or where I usually plug them in is right here when in jet mode. I think that just looks much better in jet mode instead of being at an odd angle. They're straight up and down. Looks really good. But I'm digging it. I really like it. Definitely so cool to see. Like I said, still missing Skywarp. I've thought about getting, because I have noticed that a couple of sites have them up for pre-order again, but the Rainmakers 3-pack, excuse me, I would like to, I mean, I've thought about that, but personally, the one before those three is Skywarp. I was rather disappointed when they decided to do it as an exclusive for Skywarp. I mean, it would have been much better. He's an established character. The exclusives, I just don't understand. With established characters, it would have been much better to just release them in the main line regularly without any issues. Give everybody a chance to get it. When these exclusives, all you're doing is you're making it more difficult for people to get for most collectors or majority of collectors to get the figure easily, and you're giving scalpers more of an opportunity to grab these exclusives before the collectors do, before people who buy them for their kids, stuff like that, and then the scalpers are able to charge whatever they like for them. And it just makes collecting more of a hassle. It gives scalpers, more reason to do the underhanded stuff that they do. And if you haven't figured out by now, I do not like scalpers. I think they are the worst part of our collecting habits. Is they are inhuman. If you're a scalper watching this, that's my opinion. I don't care. Okay? What you do as a scalper is horrible. You don't care about the collecting. All you do is care about charging 3, 4, 5 times its retail price. Whereas a true collector, if he's able to help out another collector, will charge retail maybe $5 or $10 extra depending, and then shipping. But scalpers, sorry, I'm getting on a tangent. Let's get back to the figure. So yeah, hoping eventually to find a Skyward, but I've got Thundercracker. And I actually got this figure before I got Starscream. So we will get into transformation. And we will remove those for the moment. And now what we want to do is we're going to move the feet down just a bit, unplug the chest. We want to unplug this. This is going to actually fold up and around, and you can see right here is going to plug in right there, just like that. So now next bit is we want to separate these parts of the wings, and there's actually 2 spots right there that are going to plug in into here, and I believe it's these 2 right here. Do it on the other side, and then we will bring it up and out of the way just like that. Now, want to unplug the sides of the arms from the legs, and these right here are going to plug on right there. Same thing on this side. Same thing. All right. Now, we'll unfold the legs, and there's actually, you see this right here is going to actually plug in right there. And one thing I really like, I thought it was so cool they did this, it kind of is, this moves in so you can fold the leg all the way, and then it just pops out in order to cover that up, so you don't have an open spot, which so many figures suffer from. Again, really cool. I dig that. I thought that was so cool. So unfold this leg. Going to rotate at the waist. We will unfold the heels and the toes. Get him standing up, and then he's getting tall, so let's come on up. It's about right here. Bring the arms in just like this. We'll rotate these. Then we'll open up the arms here. Extend it, rotate out the fist, close that up, just like that. Same thing on this side, open it, extend it out, rotate out the fist, close it back up. Now, we'll start pushing this down, and see, that's the issue. In order to start bringing out the head, we want to bring out the head, and we want to unplug this piece at the back of the head, and it actually plugs into the head. That right there plugs into the back of the head, and then we're going to rotate it down just like that. Then we can plug the chest in. So you can see the issue. It's worst when you're worse when you're going from robot mode to jet mode. You can see it unplugs. I mean, you can plug it back in, but it's such a weak point. Now, what we want to do is we want to split these bits right here, rotate them all the way around until they come up here, and then we're going to rotate or bring it down just like this, and then you can see right here that port is going to plug in there, and you want to get it into the right spot. There we go. And then we just rotate the wings however you want, and there he is in his robot mode, and I like it. Looks pretty good. I mean, we've got that classic design, you know, and then the wings, you can go however you wish with them. I usually bring them up a little bit. Looks pretty good. All right. So now bring in his face, and got nice little smirk face, red for the eyes, nice silver on his face, and then black on the rest of the head. See the black and gray behind here. You can see that classic cockpit style, the vents or whatever you want to call them on his chest. Blue and black, which of course, you know, it's Thundercracker. Red here on the inside of these wings. You can see the battle damage or scarring, whatever you wish to call it, which, like I said, I do like. I actually think it's really cool. Black on his feet, some silver there on the front. You know, I like this design. I think it is really looking good. Now for his null rays, you can plug him in on his shoulders, or if you want, he could hold them. Oops. Just like that. But, you know, as cool as that is, I prefer plugging them in on his shoulders. Now, articulation, head is on a ball joint. Can get some nice side to side, a little bit of wiggle. Looks up only so far. Let's see, this is the other issue, is like when you lock this in, everything kind of yeah, it's a bit of a pain. But looks down, really not too far because of that. Arms can do a full 360, but the wings get in the way. However, if you move the wing out of the way, you can bring it all the way around. Got bicep swivel here. Arms go out that far. You've got double joint for the elbow, which is really cool. The hand actually has a wrist swivel, which is always nice to see. We've got waist swivel. Legs can go forward. You can actually do a pretty high kick. You can go back only about that far. Coming out, you can do a full Van Damme. And then a knee, you can actually get full knee bend right there, which is really nice. We can move forward with the foot, move back with the foot, and we've got ankle pivot. Not much, but it's nice to see that it's there. So yeah, I like it. It is a nice style, nice design. It's really cool to actually get the Tetrajet. You know, I mean, granted, it's slightly different design than the classic Tetrajet, but hey, you know, it works. It definitely works. Get his head right. There we go. Stay standing. There we go. But yeah, I like it. This is definitely, you know, one of the designs of the Siege line that I really really like. I think it's a good design. Um, that is definitely much more of a Cybertronian mode than a lot of them, because it's something that we've already seen in the original cartoon, and then some of the others, granted with slight style offshoot or slight differences in design, but it's still Tetrajet. But definitely recommend if you don't have it. I said, still hunting down that Skywarp. Not willing to pay the outrageous prices that I have found it at. I mean, a 60, I think it was 60, 50 or 60 when it first retailed, and now people are wanting $300, $400, $500 for it, and I'm sorry, that's ridiculous. That's completely ridiculous. I understand the aftermarket, or the late tax, whatever you want to call it, but when you're getting that high on a $60 toy, that's just completely ridiculous. And yeah, I mean, I could buy a lot of stuff with $300 than just one single thing, and I could find something for $300 that's I mean, get some game consoles for around that. So yeah, just ridiculous on that kind of price. So hopefully, maybe one eventually lands in my lap. Might, if I'm lucky enough. Who knows? But some Siege toys are still floating around out there for retail or close to retail. TF Source, they're generally doubling. I've seen them double up from retail price for some of the Siege figures. Big Bad Toy Store has some, and I think they're going for like not quite as much over retail, but it also depends on the figure. They do have some Siege stuff still available, and some Siege that they're able to get their hands on, but they're out there. So if you don't have Thundercracker yet and want to add him to your collection, then check. Like I said, check Big Bad Toy Store. Always worth a try, because sometimes they have older stuff. Check some of the other sites. Check Amazon. eBay. Sometimes you find someone who isn't going for such extremes on the late tax as others, and think you'll definitely find it. It's excellent addition to Siege collection if you don't have it, and I recommend it. So there we are with that. Again, I have been Alucard Night Raven. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all later.